Sometimes people ask me, Jonas, how do you do your business meetings? How do you get along with clients, with people you have never seen before in your life? How you can handle a conversation over 1, 2, 3 hours with them, with a completely stranger, which feels often like a first date. And in this video, I'm going to show you my thinking, my step-by-step guide. What do I do when I have a business meeting? I had more than 100 business meetings in the last couple of months. So it's like my daily business, and I want to share with you as a salesperson my insights that you will not have an awkward silence anymore in the business meeting. Okay, first step you do when you have a business meeting, business lunch, let's say, with a client. Usually you arrive first at the restaurant, okay? This is quite important. I think it's obvious, but a lot of salespeople forget that. Even some of them come too late, but yeah, then you should not work in sales. Anyway, you are the first person in the restaurant. You inform the waiter that you are going to have a business meeting and you're going to pay the bill. At the end of the meeting, there is no, oh, I pay that, blah, blah, blah. I handle that. Just a smooth way to handle that. Just a trick from me, a little advice. That the waiter knows you are paying, and you can also, if you trust him, give him your credit card in advance. So it's everything paid, and you go out smoothly after the meeting and say it's already paid, which makes a great impression for the client, that there is not this little pause when the waiter comes, you pay, this little silence. No, you can completely skip that. Okay, so you meet the client, obviously in front of the restaurant, and you're not waiting at the table. You guide him with the waiter to the table. If it's a woman, of course, you help with the chair. Men usually help themselves. If you are a man, then definitely help the woman out with the chair. If you are sitting down, so the first step, ask, how was the arrival? How was it? Everything? Is it the first time here? Just ask simple questions to get smoothly into the conversation. Ask. Let the client talk. This is the most important rule I can say. Let the client talk. You have a lot to talk. I know you have a lot to present your product, how cool you are, how successful you are, etc., etc. But let the client talk. For God's sake, so many salespeople forget that the client is the most important thing, and we are humans. What do we love? We love to talk about ourselves. And the more you let the client talk about themselves, the more sympathetic you are in his head psychologically, and the more he is willing to buy, or he's considering you instead of the competitor. Okay, so ask questions. Get interested in the person in front of you. This is crucial for a salesperson, to have an empathy and have an interest in the person. And if you ask things about the client which he likes, listen carefully when he mentions something in a side sentence. Yeah, and by the way, I've been there for sailing. What is that for an advice? Oh, this guy likes sailing. Let's talk about sailing. He likes that. Sailing? Oh, I've never been to sailing. Where you go to usually for sail? Well, we have been last year in Scandinavia. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? So let him talk about the things he like. Yeah. Usually he's quite nervous as well, some minimum nervous, and you are minimum nervous as well. Of course, both people meet persons they never seen before in their life, so which opens him a lot when you let him talk about personal stuff, and you are interested in him. Get interested in the person. Yeah, this person wants to give you money, so at least show some respect and interest for their needs. Even though he hasn't given you the money yet. But you are interested in him, really interested, and not like fake interested. A lot of people will easily see that if you are fake interested. Oh, yes, sounds really interesting. Oh, yes, I love that. Stop that shit. Ask interesting questions as well. Next point. If he talks about his points, what he's like as well, ask interesting question. It will make you look easy. Really, it will make you look way more smarter if you ask smart questions. And how do you ask smart questions? Well, you read, of course, a lot about your client, his company, the history of the company, where it's come from. Use LinkedIn. If you do not check the client before you have the meeting with him, on LinkedIn, his profile on the website, I can't help you. You are in the wrong business. Stalk this guy. Yeah, not literally stalk him, but LinkedIn. He shares a lot. He shares a lot of things. What is he sharing? Where was he on school? University. Where was he working before? All super important information. It will make you look really, really good. When you know it, you don't even have to show it, but you know where he's coming from. And based on that, you can ask smarter questions for him to make him becoming at one stage say, wow, okay, no, this guy, I like him. Seems like he's interested, and he did some work in me, and he will feel honored even more. Yeah. So forget about your product. Forget about yourself. Put yourself on the side. Just focus on the client and let him talk. Let him talk as much as he can. And yes, I know, over the 100 business meetings I had, there have been some shy clients as well. They were not like to talk, but trust me, if you ask them a lot of questions, they will warm up. And if not, then okay, you talk. You open up yourself and always ask at the end of a sentence a counter question. I don't know if it's the right English word. If you have a client who will not talk or who's not talking a lot, okay, then present your product, talk a bit about your product, not super much, not too slimy, too salesy, just talk a bit about it, and then at the end ask the questions, what do you think about that? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, back to you, and always end the sentence, or what do you think about that? Open question, basic sales knowledge, open question, ask him, let him talk. So this is actually basically the most important thing. Ask questions for the client that he's talking and you not talking. Okay, so when is the time to talk about business? Well, I would say when I lived in Jordan, the Arabian guys, they talk 95% about nonsense, more or less family, just how is it going, blah, 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 country, oh yeah, right now it could be better, so hot today, so cold today, I don't know. 5%, do you have something? No. Do you have something? Okay, khalas, goodbye. I think in the Western world we should implement that as well. Talking about, yeah, I know you can hear it in my accent. I have a really strong British accent. No, of course, German accent. And we like to get on the point straight. No, not a lot of blah, blah, blah. But if you get to the point immediately, what else to talk? Okay, efficient, next one. Nah, that's not like a business meeting is working. Business lunch is not working like this. How much time you have? An hour? Okay. You have the time to talk 5 minutes about the product, and then you sit there. Yes, nice chairs here in the restaurant. Yeah. You do not want to have a business meeting like this. So get interested in a person, listen carefully what he's telling, what he's sharing for information. Every information he's giving you is super important, empathically. And of course, then talk as minimum about your product. He is there because he wants to meet you and he's interested in you. You do not have to pitch it again, your product. When he's asking questions, then of course you talk about your product, your sales pitch, blah, blah, blah. If he's not asking questions about your product, no need to talk about it. He knows already why he's meeting you, okay? He's not meeting a random person. He's meeting a sales guy from a company where he's potentially something to buy. Okay, your job is to make him feel trustworthy. Is this guy, which I'm meeting right now, someone I would like to give money? That's the point, and not like the facts about your product. Forget about that. This is how I close all of my deals. Just like this, okay? The hour the business meeting is over. The waiter, it's already arranged the bill. So you stand up and he says, oh, don't we want to pay? No, it's already paid. No worries. Also, do not mention a lot. I mean, also the client could think, oh, he knows the owner, or you get invited, or I don't know. It's on me, and you guide him to the door. You go, bam. Okay, makes him. The first impression is this most important, and how you leave is really important as well. What is this for a feeling? At the end, goodbye, and then of course you follow up at the next day. Thank you for your time yesterday, blah, 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 blah. You usually sales talk, but follow up, of course. Don't forget it. Super, 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 super crucial and important to follow up. I hope you had some quite good information here in the video about how to have a business meeting. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.